Hello and welcome to the Daft Hunks.
Another ep, special ep.
This one's genuinely probably our most special episode ever.
I actually mean it this
50.
time.
Yeah,
I mean
50.
it this time. This is ep 69. Welcome in.
Episode 69,
no,
everybody.
they didn't think we'd make it this far.
They really, honestly, I definitely didn't. I didn't think so.
The first time we started, they were like, they're never gonna hit 69.
Yeah, a bunch of haters
but
said that we weren't gonna make it here, but we did. So.
we made it here.
And what are we doing today, Tucker?
Today we are doing something called a madness bracket.
Yes.
Of
outside of March.
Yeah,
it's April.
Yeah, today
We don't give a fuck.
We're deciding. We're employing science to find the coolest band of the 20th century.
Band. And it's that specifically. It's not the best band. It's not the best music. This is simply the coolest band of the 20th century.
We're going to encompass things like vibe.
Of course.
Things like
how cool your Spotify page looks.
Honestly.
Simple as that. Sorry. Like, if it doesn't hold up, like,
yeah.
you didn't make it through the times.
So we've organized a bracket of 64 bands.
This was probably the most effort we've put in, prep we've put in for a podcast.
This is very important. And it's bands, correct? That's what we ended up. Or we have some
we have some solos,
some
but
solos.
like all of them have like a backing band.
Yeah.
With them. It's bands. At the end of the day, it's bands.
It's there's a couple genres involved. I think it's rock heavy, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say sadly, like off the jump, like it's also probably I don't even know if it's white heavy, but it's definitely man heavy.
But like, look, we know what we know.
It's true. We know what we know.
Well,
I mean,
also, like
from the 60s and the 70s, like it's difficult to find too many like popular women in music.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's
and then like
this is the men in music.
Most of the many of the
Business
90s bands have women in them. 80s,
the times
we kind of missed it.
But this is the 20th century. You know,
this is the 20th century. If this is a 21st century one, we'd be talking about women so much.
Yeah, and we have to.
In the 21st century bracket, when Rina Sawayama wins in 10 years.
There was no Rima in the 60s.
Yeah.
Is it Rina or Rima?
I think it's Rina.
Rina.
And I think I did that wrong before. And I think like
it's all right. It's all right.
me on it. So.
We're wasting precious time on this.
We gotta go.
There's a lot to do here.
Yeah, let me talk a little bit about how we seeded this.
Yeah.
Basically, we got 16 from the 60s.
Yeah.
16 bands from the 60s, 16 from the 70s, 16 from the 80s, and 16 from the 90s.
Yeah.
In each corner of this bracket, there is 4 from each of those eras.
Yep.
And they're generally seeded.
This is gonna be so crazy.
They're generally, basically, I seeded each era. Based on their Spotify listens.
Yeah.
And then I took the 1 seed from the 60s, put it in this one, the 1 seed from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and then just spread them out evenly.
So the 1 seeds are the most popular of the cool bands.
Yeah. The most popular cool bands, which probably means you're not all that cool.
And that's what we're saying. Yeah. We're saying, in real indie fashion, we would have cut the top seeds.
We should have done that, honestly, because then we wouldn't. Then we would have had like a really wacky bracket here.
The cool ones will come out.
Yeah.
The cool ones will come out.
It will. We got some. It did like the way that it's seeded probably did like ruin some cool bands. Because there's some matchups here. We'll get to them that are just brutal in the first round and second round.
Okay.
Where it's like, goddamn.
Like this is.
But that's
how
it's gonna be. Like this is a bunch of great bands.
Yeah. All right, let's get going.
You ready? Yeah, let me figure out like which bracket is best.
By the end of this, we will have decided the coolest band of the 20th century.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
Okay.
Give me who we want to start with, and I'll throw a
I'm just trying to figure out what the coolest bracket is. Let's just do this one. Okay. Bottom right bracket.
Okay, yeah.
First matchup. REM.
Okay.
1 seed REM versus 16 seed The Modern Lovers.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Are we gonna? Yes, you can play a song.
This is hard.
REM. How are we? Do we want to do the same rules as the Strokes bracket, where we each get like 3 vetoes?
I like that. Yeah.
Or like 3 push
vetoes.
Throughs. Like I say, this stands. I decide.
But we can battle. We can battle.
Yeah.
We can battle vetoes.
If we both play vetoes, then you'd have to whip out a second veto to override, or we'd have to continue battle.
Yeah, and you got to be careful with your vetoes.
Yeah.
All right, this is important. We both nominated people, or bands
throughout the bracket.
And I think we both have different preferences slightly.
Absolutely.
But
it's all going to come down to who's the coolest.
It's objective. It's objective.
It's objective. Yeah, there's really like
and also, my pitch was to do the North region, the South, the West, and the East.
Yeah, were you trying to say like by?
No, just like
okay.
This is the East. Let's just say.
East. Okay, we're in the East right now.
The East bracket.
Yeah,
okay.
Where is this taking place then? Scranton.
This is in Scranton.
Yeah, this is in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
REM and the Modern
REM
Lovers.
Versus the Modern Lovers.
This is hard. I mean.
Yeah, REM obviously 80s.
Yeah.
Post-punk.
Yeah.
just very popular.
Folky, yeah, very popular.
Let me pull up. I
One
have
seed.
a spreadsheet with all these monthly listeners now.
Yeah,
so.
they're not set up to win, but I think
No.
like the pop cool band of the 80s, I would say.
Okay.
Like I don't know.
I feel like you don't hear REM talked about a ton anymore. I feel like they are kind of falling by the wayside a little bit.
That's
Do you
fair.
disagree?
I don't know. I don't know. I get stuck in my little circles, but I hear a lot of like older people say like REM was the cool band in the 80s. You know what I mean?
I understand that.
But like there's also I think cooler bands like
Of course.
but Modern Lovers
But it's
is
going
a
to
tough
come down
one
to, are they
because
cooler than the Modern Lovers, of course,
and
with
that's
Jonathan
tough.
Richman.
I
What
just
song
think-
did we have playing here, by the way?
this is Losing My Religion.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Top song. But here's Modern Lovers. We can't do this for everyone.
What song for each one?
Like I don't know.
we can't.
I don't know if we
but
afford that, but like it's a tough one. Like I think
we can try and do that if you're quick with the music. But
I think I'm quick with my fingers.
okay.
I think
You guys hear that? Episode 69, everybody. Tucker's got quick fingers.
I got quick fingies.
Quick fingers. Maybe not what you're looking for, but okay.
They're quick.
I mean, you gave me
okay,
an unfair like
here's the thing.
This Modern Lovers song is like amazing.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup.
But,
I just think Modern Lovers is so unique. You know what I mean? Like they're just so like. they have
Would you
such an energy.
argue that since they are anti-drug use, is that not cool?
Modern Lovers?
Yeah,
Are
obviously
you talking about I'm Straight? We should
And I
play
think
them.
in general, generally just against drugs in their music.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you think that makes them less cool or more cool?
I think if you have a song called "I'm Straight," like that's cool as hell. I don't know. It's a tough one for me because I do love REM. Like I don't know why.
Yeah,
they have
I haven't given much listens.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. Where's your vote?
My vote goes to the Modern Lovers.
Okay. I know REM's gonna lose. Like so, I'm gonna vote for Modern Lovers because I love John Richman and I just think
They make
they're
really
cool.
just
They are cool and unique.
cool, weird music from a long time ago.
Shout out Michael Stipe.
And of course,
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, the best 4 bands in this thing are the 4 16 seeds. Also,
Okay. I knew that.
Like that's how it's
That
gonna
was
be.
your vibe.
Okay, now here's the hardest matchup in the entire thing.
All right.
8 seed, 9 seed, Joy Division, Sonic Youth.
Whoa. Round 1. Okay.
I saw this when I was doing this. I was like, God damn, how did that work out? Yeah.
This is, I think, kind of a similar matchup in some way.
Very similar matchup.
Because,
Two
like-
bands who have gotten pretty popular
Yeah.
since even way in time
Yeah.
since they've been around.
Yeah. I think, like, Joy Division's great. They're cool. New Order's cool. But I do think they're a little overhyped in some ways.
Joy Division?
Yeah,
Of
I mean,
course.
like-
the T-shirt thing
Yeah.
definitely ruins some of Joy Division's coolness.
There's a mythology about them.
I did listen to this whole album today for
Really?
some reason. Yeah, I saw them on here. I was like, I'll give Joy Division a little listen.
It's a
This
great
song,
album.
banger.
The song's incredible.
But I've given New Order more listens.
Yeah.
New Order not on the bracket, but I almost prefer New Order.
I'm kind of with you. I'm totally with you.
But
like,
maybe I just need to listen later at night.
yeah, you need to be a little more depressed,
Yeah,
please. if
maybe
you
I
could.
was like, it was early in the morning.
think-
It was like noon,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Joy Division, they're cool.
obviously.
But I don't know. Sonic Youth. I mean, Joy Division has 2 albums. You know.
yeah,
Sonic Youth was
which
cool.
is cool, actually. Which
It is cool.
In
It
fact
is
cool.
Lead singer died. Cool.
Lead singer, that is actually.
It's cool.
I was considering doing we would do a point system.
We
We
should-
could do this where we give points and
A
then whichever one
formula.
has more points at the end.
I mean,
of us talking.
If we want to get really scientific with it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that could be interesting.
Because
maybe,
like,
but-
Joy Division has some of the points. They have the
Like
Dead,
2 albums, cool.
2 albums. Dead Frontman.
Dead Frontman.
Black
Suicide
and White.
even is
Okay.
another cool. Black and white.
Black and white
Photo.
aesthetic.
I believe Sonic Youth does too.
But Sonic Youth has some color.
Yeah.
Sonic Youth has some female members,
That is cool.
which is cool.
I believe Joy Division might even.
I can't be
woman
right.
too.
Really?
Possibly. I'm not
Okay.
going to guarantee that.
This is so hard.
This is very difficult. What Sonic Youth song do you want to play?
I'm sorry. Let me. What do you want?
I kind of want like something old. Give me like "Kill Your Idols." Do you know that song?
I don't know if I do. I honestly don't go super deep.
Kill, and it's your like the LCD sound system way.
Wait, what do you mean?
YR.
Oh, okay.
Kill
okay.
Your
Wow, wow,
Idols.
they're ahead of the
Yeah.
curve.
Way ahead of the curve. That's very cool. That's 2 points.
I feel like we're just gonna get to a point and just say this is impossible.
This is impossible. This is a horrible matchup for our second
Yeah.
one, but this is how we got to start it for the people.
Oh, fuck.
But this might be my favorite Sonic Youth song, just because it's wild.
My first instinct is to say Sonic Youth. Just because.
Me too.
Yeah.
While we let this play out, I think Sonic Youth was always going to take this.
Oh, we're going to taste this.
Was always going to taste this little juicy
taste
little
of Sonic
yeah.
Youth.
Just let the vocals come in here. But
sounds and youth, it's there.
We love the word youth, and the title does.
Yeah. Look, I think we're gonna end up just death to the hype, death to the popular.
Yeah, we so far the lower seed
we're going
has won
indie.
every time.
Yeah, upsets. Like it's interesting. I think it's almost like a backwards ranking system.
The lower seed should win every time
because they're cooler.
Yeah. If you're the 16th seed is the better seed. On
yeah,
this
it's
bracket.
the better spot to be.
Yeah, it's seeded normally, but
yeah. All right.
Just we need
Kill your idols.
these.
Kill your idols. Dance yourself clean.
Sonic death.
Restart. This is off. Confusion is sex.
Yeah, confusion is sex. They were about to say it actually in the song. It's gonna be Sonic death. Kill your eye. Confusion is sex.
It's beautiful.
We can keep going. We can keep going.
Yeah.
I gave it to the people. They got it.
Good picks. Speaking of Sonic Youth, we got
we got this poster here. Fucking dope.
September 21st at the Cave Club.
We don't even have a year on this thing.
No year or country.
We don't
know where this is.
We do have a nipple though.
We got a nipple on this thing.
Okay. Actually, it says 87. I think.
Okay.
That's actually pretty.
Yeah,
early.
I mean,
look.
We have to say this is our latest recording ever. We got nipples out.
We're late at night. We got nipples out. Maybe we'll flash.
We're killing our idols. Who knows? Yeah, it's 69. So.
Okay.
Happy
next
holidays.
matchup. 5 seed Pixies versus 12 seed Kraftwerk.
Ooh.
Dope. I love this actually. This is so much fun. Just two.
I like Kraftwerk more. I just do. I think
you're ready to just do that right off the bat. I think Kraftwerk's cooler. Obviously.
I mean,
maybe just give us a Kraftwerk song then. We'll give Pixies the fuck you.
I'll do
12 seed.
I love Tour de France.
This is not an upset. We're still doing that.
I think Pixies another one gets a little too much hype.
Yeah, Pixies a little too popular.
They got that Fight Club outro song, and they stole the hearts of red pillars everywhere for a generation.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this.
I've absolutely fucking no idea what you're talking about.
I'll pull it up.
Fight Club, like the movie.
The Fight Club. They had the song and the outro.
Okay.
Where's your mind? Or where's my mind?
Red pill. Oh, okay. Of
like
course.
red pill.
Yes. Red pill, like Republican?
I think I mean like the like.
Have you seen that Jake Paul is stealing the term Fight Club?
Let's go into this. No.
Well, Kraftwerk plays.
Let's go from one tab to another.
The Jake Paul shit is crazy. We don't have time on this podcast.
He's starting Fight Club, like he.
Yeah, he has a brand called Fight Club or something. But you see, he just knocked out some other guy.
I didn't see.
You're not following up with this?
I've heard too much about fighting recently.
My Snapchat is telling me all of this.
Okay.
Yeah, it keeps me updated every day.
Yeah, I'm off the app.
That's the worst news source on planet Earth. Just Snapchat news is just like ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
It tells me about Jake Paul every single day, and I watch it, so it keeps telling me.
So he's fighting. Yeah. He's starting a Fight Club brand.
No, he's been doing UFC fights.
Okay.
And he's 4-0 now, I think.
Wow.
Like full on knocking guys out, but he's playing shitty people.
It's 2021.
Yeah. This song's amazing. This is a great song, obviously. I think this song might be better than anything Kraftwerk's ever done.
Yeah.
But I think Kraftwerk is way cooler.
It's tough to say. Yeah. I think we were talking earlier about like cool tiers. Like Kraftwerk is kind of like nerdy in a way. You know what I mean? Like sort of like
there's something there that maybe it is too nerdy to be cool.
And that's
like Devo got cut from the list, and that might be why.
So I see the Pixies argument. They are probably cooler, probably edgier.
Like, the reason.
Speaking of which, nipples on the cover of this album. You know.
But I think the reason Pixies should be cut here is because more people want them to go through.
Kraftwerk is the indie pick.
Kraftwerk is absolutely the indie pick.
Right,
Pixies is cool, but like this song has what 150,000 monthly or total streams, like
354 million.
And then that doesn't mean all of our picks are gonna go that way. Some bands are so cool that they can eclipse that.
Yeah.
Pixies. This song is, but Pixies is in a whole. I don't think.
Yeah, I think this is their best. Like I don't know.
I've given. It's been a while though. That was one of those bands I listened to like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And probably never returned to.
Yeah, I mean a little too edgy or something. I don't know. Okay. Kraftwerk wins.
Kraftwerk goes through. We got our 4 seed Blondie versus our 13 seed Daniel Johnston.
Wow, crazy matchup.
The most ridiculous possible matchup. the two antitheses here. Everyone's always had the debate. Do you like Blondie more? Do you like Daniel Johnston more?
There's two camps. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
This one's gonna be actually a little interesting.
Look, I don't know. I honestly
we could have our first upset here.
I mean, what does that mean?
That means a higher seed wins.
Okay. I love the rules are so flex here. There's
of course.
Our criteria changes from pick to pick.
From pick to pick, yeah. It's the coolest. No, the criteria doesn't change, Tucker. It's the coolest.
It's a vibe.
Yeah. Come on.
What's your best Daniel Johnston cut? Honestly, I feel undereducated in the Daniel Johnston universe.
I'll just pick something.
Yeah.
I'll just cue it right after this. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I actually don't know, but
Blondie's cool. But I think
did they take like what fucking 1990 off streaming?
The year?
No. No, the Daniel Johnston album. Okay, I'll have to choose something else then. I honestly don't know. That actually I don't know. I like a Tears, Stupid Tears. I didn't find it there, but
I think I don't know. I think the pop case could be made for Blondie too.
Yeah, I think like, do you think too poppy?
I mean,
like they're a higher seed than Pixies.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you agree? Like, everyone knows Heart of Glass, I feel like.
Yeah, every single person.
Yeah, and like...
But then Daniel Johnston might be the least cool person on planet Earth. But
I know, I was surprised to see him in the bracket.
His soul, like, he's beautiful, I love him.
Yeah.
This is like the most lo-fi version of this song I've ever heard.
This would be an insane upset. Like, I'm happy he's in the bracket, I'm happy he snuck in.
Since the word is cool, I think it has to go to Blondie. But
is this not cool to you? I mean,
I love Daniel Johnston. This song like has made me cry. Multiple times.
I think there's something cool about just wearing your soul on your sleeve, you know.
Full sincerity.
Yeah.
No, really.
It's tough.
Rest in peace.
Daniel.
Also,
rest in peace.
Like last year at the Halloween Holland Project show, people like did cover performances.
Really? Okay,
like for the whole night, it was like. Festival-esque, and someone did Daniel Johnston. It was a good performance, honestly, yeah.
I thought you were going to say it was all Daniel Johnston covers.
It was all Daniel Johnston covers. I think they actually had a
Daniel
Johnston night after he passed.
Okay, that's great. So. I know Electric Lady Studios put out a line of merch. I don't know why I know this.
I would love to pick
I think that gives it a cool bump too.
Daniel Johnston is cool,
but
just like maybe a little too sad. Like a little too like genuinely like humanly sad.
Yeah, like human sadness.
Like human sadness.
Yeah. Okay, Blondie.
Yeah. Okay.
Blondie's cool.
Speaking of sadness.
Yep.
6 seed Elliott Smith against 11 seed Love.
Okay. This is an interesting, crazy matchup.
Crazy match.
A 90s folk singer and a 60s like...
I listened to the Elliott Smith self-titled last night. It's pretty fire.
Okay.
I'll say that much. In terms of what to play...
Yeah, that is a good album.
I'll
just go Needle in the Hay.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's the best song on there.
Yeah. I've had nights with this album.
Yeah,
too.
And I just read about his death is what I did while I listened.
I don't know about his insane, cool ass pick.
Amazing pick. That's like a top tier pick.
Yeah, just black and white.
It's
goggles.
Suicide is the
the band.
This is the band. That's how he died.
This is a family podcast.
This is a family podcast. When we say suicide, we're just talking about the band.
Okay.
So yeah, Elliott Smith was listening to
Wait, Elliott and
Love.
And Love. Okay.
Of course, 60s psychedelic rock band Love.
How do you put this good? It's crazy. But
which one of these is cooler?
Yeah, okay. Elliott, I mean, certified cool.
Yeah, right on the edge of being too sad to be cool. But skirts it a little bit better than Daniel.
I don't know if it's the best Love song to play, but I love this song a lot.
What song is this?
This is Alone Again or.
Okay.
Off Forever Changes.
Forever Changes is a really solid
good album.
That's one of those ones where like I would just like look up psychedelic albums and
psychedelic rock music.
Yeah, psychedelic rock music, and then like smoke weed and try and go somewhere, you know.
Yeah. No, they'll send you there. They're on a different plane.
I agree.
Love's a great album or a great band name also.
That is a really they got it. Name. They saw that's still available. We'll take Love.
Yeah, we'll take Love.
We'll take Love. No one can do that anymore.
My favorite band names are Love and Yes are two of my favorite band names ever.
I'm sorry, I cut Yes.
Yeah, Yes didn't make it, and that's fine.
Here's the problem. I'm just gonna give it.
That's cool.
To you here. Reddit likes Yes too much.
Reddit likes Yes?
A specific section of Reddit likes Yes too much.
Okay.
And
what section is this? I gotta go hang out.
This is actually a very specific subreddit. This is the worst music discussion on the internet.
Okay.
This subreddit. It's r/music survivor, which you would think was a combination of my two interests.
Yeah, you would.
But it's basically people vote out albums. You start with 20, and you vote out one each round until you get down to one. And they do it for things such as like best 20 albums in a year, and you vote it down to one.
Sort of like what we're doing in a sense.
Yeah, or you also do all the songs on an album and vote them down. That's probably a better version of it, but when it's albums, it just turns into the worst kind of discussion, similar to this one, where you're only choosing what is best and not looking at any of the artistic merit of anything.
That doesn't sound familiar to me.
Yeah, that doesn't sound that.
What is best?
But the yes stands are all over there.
That's interesting.
For some reason.
I gotta go hang out there.
It's honestly not bad. It's a place to see people talk about music. But
no, I would say yes might be in the B tier of like incredible music, but like they're corny and self-aware.
Fans.
Yeah. Me and my dads.
What are we voting here? Elliott Smith versus Love.
I think we gotta say Elliott.
I think Elliott Smith's more cool.
Love's
Love is
cool,
a cool band, but I think Elliott Smith is cool.
Yep, passes the cool meter.
Elliott Smith like does drugs and cigarettes and stuff. So
suicide.
All right, next one. Oh my God, this is so hard.
Okay.
This is the worst matchup ever. 3-seed The Doors versus 14-seed Smog.
Okay, all right. It's Smog hours. This is you
Smog
finally
hours,
get to
y'all.
defend your religion.
Yeah, is this like my? I've never talked about Smog on here before.
Just
except for the one
loosely.
time.
Just light my fire.
Just banger.
Yeah,
This
The
album,
Doors.
banger.
I mean,
Jim Morrison's very cool.
Very cool.
This is gonna be difficult to upset.
Ton of hype also, but like they had a
but-
special place in my childhood for sure. Like The Doors. And I mean
Doors.
The fucking Doors.
Yeah, I've got a good Doors
All right.
vinyl. It was $3, and inside you pick those up for like $1.
I think you have a Doors T-shirt too. I think.
Okay, Smog. God, there's so many good options. Like
I have a vinyl of my dad gave me this. It's like Jim Morrison poetry from like the 60s. It's a deep cut. It's decent.
Gosh, I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna play Just Sexy at My Funeral.
Oh, that's a great song actually.
I was gonna do something off Knock Knock because that album is just real solid all the way through. But I think
Dongs of
this is kinda cool.
Devotion.
Yeah, Dongs of Devotion's a pretty
right.
funny one. I guess I cheated since this is 2000. This album. And
But
we're
they
supposed to be talking 90s.
but
It's
whatever.
mostly 90s.
Yeah, 90s.
But
Yeah, this is tough. There's like, all right, yeah, Smog's cool. I forget. Bill Callahan, correct?
Bill Callahan,
Yes.
Bill Callahan versus Jim Morrison. Two great names.
Yeah.
End in a. They both end in.
They both end in they call Bill an under-recognized pioneer of the lo-fi revolution.
Absolutely, I agree. Another one we could have played is he has a song called "I Am Star Wars."
Okay.
Well, actually, there's another one called 37 Push-Ups. Play 37 Push-Ups.
God, these are all incredible titles.
I really do love Smog.
37.
But I don't know if he's the coolest. I don't know.
The
coolest band, you know.
37, the number?
I think it's 37 the number push-ups, but it could be 36 push-ups.
Oh man, this is gonna be hard to find.
If you can't find it very quickly.
We have.
It's off the album Julius Caesar.
All right.
Both of those.
I'll pull up Julius.
Yeah.
No, this is your time to defend Smog.
Yeah, I mean.
We got to make a case.
That first album, the one before Julius Caesar, is not good. It's not quite good. And then this album was when he really figured it out. Obviously. Very lo-fi.
Obviously.
Just honestly one of the funniest and most sincere songwriters.
I mean, that's kind of the Daniel Johnson camp,
Yeah,
but
very
also he's
similar.
cooler though. I
He's
think.
cooler than Daniel Johnson.
But
Bill Callahan has sex.
Yeah,
It's as simple as that.
It's that
Yeah.
that meme format, that hot new meme format.
Which one?
Where it's like knows what sex is, fucks, doesn't know what sex is.
that one?
Yeah. That's a great format.
Maybe I'll do that to the bracket.
Yeah, I mean, there's Jim Morrison, Bill Callahan, Daniel Johnson.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
Jim Morrison knows sex more than
knows
Bill
what sex is,
Callahan.
fucks. I don't know the science of it, but it's a tough. It's like it's like a band that's classically cool or
versus
like
this
Smog
versus lo-fi cool.
Yeah.
Where are you going here?
I think I have to vote for the Doors. I hate to do that to your religion.
I think I'm gonna let the Doors go through here.
Really? Okay. You understand?
I understand. I think the Doors. I think this is an unlucky matchup for Smog. I would have pushed harder against someone less cool.
Okay.
No, I do really think the Doors
I respect
are cool.
Smog. I'm sorry that had to happen to you.
Yeah, it's okay. Here's
All right.
another horrible matchup here.
Okay.
7 seed, the Velvet Underground. Looking there to 7 seed is wild. I
That
can't
is
believe.
crazy.
And
It's a
10
good
seeds,
spot to be.
10
It's a good
seed
spot
Slow
to be.
Dive. Yeah,
Ooh,
it is a
okay.
really good spot for the Velvet Underground. I feel like they'll
All right.
do well in this tournament.
Let's see here.
Velvet Underground would be my early pick. Like, I think they could probably.
They
just
have
win.
good potential.
I think they
I
probably
mean,
might just win.
Classically cool, but also actually cool.
It is tough that they're in the same group as Sonic Youth here, though. Looking like way ahead
The
real
East.
early. And Daft Punk's in here. I'll give
The
it a little
East.
for later in this
Oh
round.
my
This is
God.
There's a reason I chose this one first. This one's stacked.
Yeah.
Hopefully it keeps the people around. Stay.
This is gonna take him in.
Yeah, stay. It's going to take a few hours.
Okay. Yeah, Velvet Underground. Everyone knows they're cool. They make good music.
Yeah, they're just fucking cool.
Lou Reed. I mean, yeah.
Lou Reed is the epitome.
Yeah,
on
Lou
like
Reed's the epitome of cool.
What, the early alternative station
Yeah.
on
His
on
face.
Spotify. It's
His
Lou Reed's
face.
face, and it's never going to change. It's always going to be for the
No,
until
yeah.
the end of time.
If you think about like cool New York music,
Yeah.
it's Lou Reed.
Lou Reed.
It's
You
Lou
think
Reed.
of Lou Reed doing heroin.
You think of heroin? Yeah.
That is a great song.
All right. Velvet Underground, early favorite.
Yeah,
But here's when the
against-
sun hits.
Slow Dive.
I mean,
You gotta give Slow
Slow
Dive their
Dive's cool
chance.
as hell.
Though.
Yeah.
Souvlaki.
Souvlaki.
People didn't like the new album though from Slow Dive, didn't they? Or I guess not. that
2017.
new anymore.
Self-titled,
but,
yeah. You can't. Yeah.
But sorry.
If you're a '90s band, you're a '90s band. You're not a 2017
yeah,
band.
it's true. Unless you're my Bloody Valentine.
Yeah. MBV. We'll
Slow
wait to
Dive,
them later.
You're cool. You make cool.
Just for a Day's a great album too. Yeah, they're cool.
They're cool, but it's the Velvet
It's too
Underground.
bad.
Yeah, we gotta
Unlucky.
keep this thing moving.
We do. We're almost through the East category.
Yeah, yeah. I think should we play it out till we have what, 2 in each one, 4 in each one?
Let's go. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Which one, 2 or 4?
Let's do Sweet 16.
Okay, Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Okay, then here we have the Mothers of 15 seed, the Mothers of Invention, which we got the poster behind.
We got the
us.
poster.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Frank
Zappa.
versus 2 seed Daft Punk.
Okay.
Music
Zappa
through the ages.
and Daft
folks.
Punk.
Zappa and Guy and Tom.
Huh.
Slow Dive.
What do you want to hear?
I don't
I'll
really
s-
have anything specific.
All right, I'll do Hungry Freaks, Daddy.
Sounds great. Yeah, I'm not ahead.
I'm not ahead either. I love Zappa though. I mean,
Yeah, his solo albums, like, I've literally never checked out.
Really?
They have scary pictures.
Hot Rats is cool.
Yeah. They just, like, they're too zoomed in on his face, and he looks like a murderous porn
Yeah.
star. So I just, like, avoid.
He looks cool as hell. The coolest murderous porn star.
Yeah, I mean,
in
obviously.
music.
But I have listened to this band a little bit.
Some of the stuff, it's like a little like aggressively comical. You know what I mean?
He seems like Al Yankovic, but
Yeah,
like
little weird.
20 years earlier.
Little Weird Al.
30 years earlier. But with the band, with the Mothers of Invention, it's not quite as goofy,
Yeah.
but it's still pretty goofy. Which is cool. That is cool. That's one
freaky.
form of cool.
Yep, it is. It is. We got to give a shout out to comedy. We love the stuff.
We do. Yeah. I mean, Daft Punk have some funny songs.
Yeah, they do.
What do you want to play from Daft
damn,
Punk? We
this
never
is
really
tough.
talk about them.
We never talk about them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just.
You know, 90s band Daft Punk.
Yeah.
We'll allow it.
We will allow it. We have to. It's
We
our
have to.
namesake. Yeah, I mean, Daft Punk's cool in a very different way.
Yeah.
You know.
I think Daft Punk's way
Yeah,
cooler.
I gotta give it to
think
Daft Punk. I
Punk's
honestly
way-
just don't know enough about them others.
Yeah,
Shout out to
I
them,
think
though.
I think Daft Punk is just really cool. Also,
This is like the closest we get to, you know, the 21st century.
yeah,
our
this is
own
on this
culture.
bracket. It
Yeah.
definitely is.
All right,
Okay,
let's
keep
go
this
back to
going.
the top here.
Top
of
here,
the East.
16 seed, the Modern Lovers versus 9 seed, just Sonic Youth. Sonic Youth, Modern Lovers.
Okay, okay.
Hey, we don't have to cut to songs necessarily. We can
I
think
think this is an obvious one. I think
we got to keep
Youth.
Sonic Youth rolling. We
I
love the
think
Modern Lovers.
It
but
doesn't compare.
It doesn't compare.
It doesn't compare.
Okay.
But- Yeah.
Then we got 12 seed Kraftwerk versus 4 seed Blondie.
Ooh.
This is like one of these is getting to the Sweet 16, and I don't think they should be. Is that brutal?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's really fair.
But we'll allow it. We'll allow it.
This is
So
tough. I do think Blondie's cooler.
I think Blondie's cooler than Kraftwerk.
Yeah, it's too
I
bad.
think she is. They are.
Who'd Blondie beat? I forget.
Blondie beat Daniel Johnston,
Oh, right,
of course, in
right.
the
All right,
Battle of the Sexes.
This is kind of the easiest bracket to win right here, to be honest.
for Blondie.
If you were in this,
If you were Blondie,
yeah,
best root for 2 upsets though. They did upset
Yeah.
both games. as a
Technically.
4 seed. So
Yeah, Blondie.
We'll push Blondie through.
To take on Sonic Youth.
Yeah,
in the
because
Sweet 16.
Blondie has that punk energy and the pop energy, which
Yeah.
is almost like where you need to be as
Yeah.
cool as possible.
I honestly think a little bit of pop awareness is cool. I do.
Absolutely.
I think that
absolutely.
too.
Velvet Underground definitely has that.
Yeah.
Sonic Youth has that to a lesser degree.
To a lesser degree.
But
there's all different types of cool.
yeah, there's so many types of cool. Okay.
All right, what do we
Elliott
got?
Smith versus The Doors.
Ooh.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
Rest
everyone.
in peace, guys. Like, I'm sorry you guys had to live through that.
Look, we're keeping your legacy alive by
real.
pitting
Yeah.
you against each other.
Oh, yeah. 6 seed
know.
Elliott Smith, 3 seed The Doors. This is really difficult.
I think Elliott might be cooler.
I think Elliott Smith might be cooler also.
Yeah.
It is easier to be cool in the 90s.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. This is,
We're going.
Jim Morrison, he's cool. He's a little bit of a fool in some ways. Like I don't know.
Maybe let's sit on it. Play a Doors song for me.
All right.
And then we'll quickly go through the next one and come right back.
All right. I was listening to the song like yesterday.
Cool. All right. Then our next one, we're skipping that one. We're going to go to 7 seed The Velvet Underground versus 2 seed Daft Punk.
Ooh.
Which is real tough.
No,
it's
that's
real
like
tough.
our cultures colliding here.
Yeah, this is like everything.
This is everything. This is a big matchup.
Yeah, Daft Punk has faced two bands from the 60s
Yeah.
thus far.
Oh, man.
I think it's got to be the Velvet
It's
Underground, though. It's they're not going to face competition for a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just
An
how
unfair matchup.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's tough for Daft Punk,
Velvet
but
Underground.
it's okay. They're barely in the 90s.
I don't know.
If we declare Daft Punk the best band of the 20th century,
Yeah, no, that's not fair.
That would be
That's
a
pretty
little
unfair. The
ridiculous.
futuristic robot dance
Yeah,
duo.
okay. And then back to Elliott Smith versus The Doors here.
Yeah. I don't know. I think.
I think Elliott Smith's cooler.
You think he is?
Now you just said he was like 3 minutes ago.
Now-
I thought I was the one in the
Now
fence.
I'm making the case he's too sad
Okay, yeah.
Too
let's,
sad
Let's hear it. What
to
do we
be
got
cool.
here?
Angelus. Off either or. I don't know.
Yeah, is it too folky? Is folkiness not
Yeah.
cool? Because The Doors bang.
The Doors bang.
Elliott Smith
The
like
Doors have
rarely
sex.
bangs.
Yeah.
He does have.
He does have
He has sex, but it might be like sad sex.
He cries.
He cries.
He cries during
He
and
cries.
after.
It's flaccid.
Jim Morrison just keeps a straight face the entire time.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Yeah.
She lights his fire. It sounds like Sufjan.
I was gonna say it sounds exactly like Sufjan.
And like
I also think like
Sufjan's not
Alex G
cool.
just sounds exactly
Yeah,
like.
but Alex G is
But Alex
cool.
G is fucking amazing.
If you trace the
Yeah.
Elliott Smith has sex.
Elliott Smith-
Sufjan does not.
Elliott Smith had been like might be the most influential person in
Yeah.
the music that I like nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everyone that I like
Yeah.
loves Elliott Smith. Maybe not as much as I quite like Elliott Smith.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that means Elliott Smith is cool. But it definitely means Elliott Smith's amazing and makes amazing music.
Yeah, and
Like,
that's something
that's a
also.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna say the Doors. I'm gonna say the Doors.
I'll let the Doors go through
Okay.
here again.
Yeah.
They'll make the Sweet 16.
Sorry, Elliott.
Yeah,
Maybe
we actually
cheer
ended up with.
Maybe try cheering up.
Yeah, cheering up, buddy boy. Okay.
Just kidding.
Um,
Honestly, let's go to the final two of this.
you think let's go down to the final two?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, let's just do it.
All right.
It's pretty easy. So,
Sonic
9
Youth and
seed
Blondie.
Sonic Youth versus
4 seed.
4 seed Blondie.
It's Sonic.
Like it's
Yeah.
Sonic Youth. We're just
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
We're doing that.
right.
Blondie, great though. And then Velvet Underground
Ooh,
Doors.
Velvet.
It's Velvets.
All right, this makes sense.
This makes sense. We're gonna leave that though. We're not even gonna think about it anymore.
We'll catch you later.
We'll catch you later. That is, of course, into the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
9 seed Sonic Youth.
Congrats to
7
Sonic
seed
Youth.
Velvet Underground.
Congrats to these two for making it to
I think
the...
that's the level of seed where that makes you really cool. You have a bunch of listens, but you're also not
Yeah.
the top tier of
Yep,
listens.
that's
Yeah,
interesting.
It really is.
We're getting to the bottom.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, next one.
Okay,
One
we're now in
seed.
the north.
Yeah, we're now in the north. Oh god, we're 30 minutes in. Okay. I guess we
Good.
gotta
We're-
go faster.
We're gonna keep pushing.
Led Zeppelin versus Silver Apples.
Oh my god.
um,
So Silver Apples famously is cool 60s.
cool 60s band. I actually
Yeah.
threw on a Silver Apples LP
They're definitely
before
cool.
this pod.
They're definitely cool. This is
Very cool.
awesome
Makes
nations.
music that's like this was in
Different.
the 60s.
Different.
What the hell?
Psychedelic, using technology
Ooh.
and such. Look at this old fucker just
Yeah, all this fuck.
feather in his hat. Yeah, I don't know. This is cool.
But they're against
Led Zeppelin is.
Led Zeppelin,
Yeah, I don't know.
which of course is on the border of being too popular.
Yeah,
to be cool.
yeah. But you know, kind of like similar to the Doors. I mean, like.
But yeah, just like the epitome
cool.
of a very cool band.
Yeah. What if Silver Apples just beat Led Zeppelin round one?
Round one. Hey, I mean that was.
It's kinda like Modern
that's
Lovers
how
and
it
R.E.M..
Should be.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
this
It's
is
interesting.
Led Zeppelin winning is the upset here.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah,
true,
let's
but
see.
is Silver Apples cool enough to beat Led Zeppelin? That's what it really is going to come down to. Because
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin is obviously cool.
I
There's a
think so.
baseline level of cool. Is Silver Apples
I mean,
cool
yeah.
enough in their indiness, in their oldness?
They're cool.
They're
It's
cool,
just a
but-
couple guys rattling around on some
Yeah.
some instruments.
I don't know if the music's
But Led
quite good
Zeppelin.
enough.
I mean,
It's
Robert
Led
Plant has some
Zeppelin.
serious sex. I mean,
Yeah.
the
Like,
whole group.
so much.
Some serious sex.
Yeah, I think let's push through Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, Led
for this
Zeppelin.
first one.
Sorry.
Upset.
Sorry, Silver.
Upset alert.
1 seed beats the 16
Beats the
seed.
yeah. Okay. 8 seed Jefferson Airplane
Ooh, okay.
versus 9 seed Patti Smith.
Okay, interesting.
Pretty cool bands
Yeah,
here.
pretty cool bands.
Like, I would-
different eras.
I think part of the criteria here should be: would you walk around in a
Somebody.
T-shirt with this, with their
That should
album
be
cover on
considered.
it, or with them on it?
That should be.
That's very much like: are you willing to do that? With both these bands, absolutely.
I once walked around for a couple months reading the Patti Smith biography.
Yeah, so I
autobiography.
remember this.
Just
I forgot
kids.
about that though. How was it? Did you finish it?
It was fun. It was cool. She
you
just
ever
talked
have-
about being cool and like
you have
doing
any-
acid in a
Yeah?
New York apartment.
Did you
know.
ever like run into someone who asked you about it?
I tried to ask everyone. I tried to say, "Do you see this?"
Check this out.
Just like someone not even listening to me, I walk up.
Yeah.
I'm reading the Patti Smith autobiography here.
Yeah. Have you ever listened
But,
to Redondo Beach?
But yeah, Patti Smith is got classic cool in the
she
Lou Reed
looks on
scene.
horses. She looks very cool.
Yeah.
Jefferson Airplane though also very
like her
cool.
story.
Have you seen what's that movie? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Okay. No, but
There's
I know
a
you like
scene in
it.
there where one of the characters asks the other character to throw a toaster in the bath while Jefferson Airplane is playing to kill him to the song.
That's
Which is
cool. That's cool. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patty's cool. You know. Yeah, it's tough.
It is tough. This one is tough. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's hear her and see if she sounds cool.
She doesn't sound as cool in this one as she does in some
No,
others.
most ones she sounds a little.
Let me pull up one
more
where
cool.
she's like,
This is my favorite cut though.
she's
I
got
just
some
like
crazy
this one a
songs
lot.
here. Let's see.
What is this
here.
one?
This is Redondo Beach.
No, what did you?
I was just showing you.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
not good.
But we got. Let's see here. There's some songs.
Yeah. There's some songs. That's what we'll give you for now.
Oh, I can't find this stuff.
Are you ahead? Patty Smith head?
You know, I was reading the book.
Reading the book
you know,
and it brought you.
Piss
in.
Factory's a good one.
Piss Factory. This is pretty cool actually. She might be really cool.
She is pretty cool. I mean,
But Jefferson Airplane is also very cool.
yeah, it's
There's
tough.
some under the radar cool people. Obviously 8-9 seeds. That's gonna be the toughest
Yeah.
matchup. They have to face each other first round.
So like a lot of her music is just like poetry, just talking.
Piss
I was in a
Factory.
piss factory.
Okay, where are you voting?
Patty.
I'll let it slide. I'll let Patty go through. I was thinking
Jefferson's
I'll put my
cool.
first vote in for Jefferson Airplane. I think they bang.
Yeah,
like,
they
pretty
do.
hard.
They do,
But
absolutely.
Patty has a cool energy to her.
I have
we're
to,
gonna
like,
we're gonna
yeah.
stay in the CBGB.
All right.
Talking Heads 5 seed
Nice.
versus 12 seed Joan Baez. 60s folk singer Joan Baez.
Okay.
I think we probably could have picked out some. I don't know. Maybe Joan Baez is cool.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. But
Joan
we
Baez
probably
cool.
could have given a little more thought to what other folks. Like we could have like looked around for some other. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, Talking
once in a
Heads.
lifetime. Talking Heads.
I mean,
Almost too nerdy to be cool. David Byrne
Yeah,
like
close.
is kind of like not hot enough to be cool, but
he is cool. He also has he has one of the best Instagram pages.
Oh,
Unrelated.
yeah?
He just
Okay.
like posts random.
no, that's not unrelated.
No, I mean, like I'll pull it up, but he posts like just like random things he sees in the world.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
almost no caption, like just high art.
that's how it should be.
High art.
That's how
David
he's
Byrne's
doing
cool.
Instagram right. Yeah, he's cool now. I think he's gotten cooler with age.
Yeah.
I think he he was cool
Look.
here, but like maybe not super cool.
He did a John Mulaney musical special
He
for
was
God's
in-
sake.
He was in the Sack Lunch Bunch, and it's as simple as that.
Yeah. Wait, who's he playing? I forget.
Joan Baez.
Joan. Okay.
I'm just gonna grab my water.
I've listened to some
Take
Joan.
my mic with me.
We talked about her in our Lana Del Rey episode. famously. Jones, folky and edgy.
Of course, yeah. Friend of Bob.
Friend of Bob. Friend of Joni.
Friend of Joni. Yeah, I honestly, I was thinking Joni Mitchell should have been on here. I think that was a
It's Joni or
snub.
Joan. Joan's a little edgier, I think.
I think so too.
I'd say Joan falls in the Elliott Smith camp in a way.
Sure.
Almost a little.
I think unlucky matchup here too. I don't think
Yeah.
anyway. She's gonna be Talking Heads.
Yeah.
Sorry, but cool music. Yeah.
It's cool.
Not someone I've divin into.
You haven't divin.
Haven't divin too deep.
Yeah. Talking Heads is the epitome.
But we love
Yeah.
Dave and his band.
We love Dave and his buddies.
Yeah, and we're not talking about Dave Matthews.
God, how are they not in here?
Yeah, we'll get some comments probably. Why is Dave Matthews not in there? Okay. Next one. 4-seed Jimi Hendrix.
Jim Henson.
Jim Henson. 4-seed Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
Against 13-seed The Stooges.
Ooh.
Tough. Very cool, both of them. And that's, of course, Iggy Pop in The Stooges.
Yeah. This is tough. I mean, you have to ask yourself, how many dorm rooms have a poster of each of these? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think probably more Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
He's the higher seed, more
A
popular.
little overhyped in some ways.
Sure, definitely. But I think also
It's there.
very like instrumental.
No, well deserved.
In terms of
Yeah.
his place in music.
Absolutely.
But that
could
might not
shred.
necessarily mean he's the cooler one,
Yeah.
by any means.
This is hard.
It is.
The
It's
Stooges have a certain energy for sure.
hard. Stooges have that. They got that energy.
they
They got
got
that
that.
proto-punk vibes. But Jimi Hendrix has like the ultimate
Yeah.
psychedelic.
Yeah.
This is
And-
like Stooges are before their time, definitely. Like really
Yeah.
rattling things around.
Who has
in the early
more
70s?
big dick energy, Jimi Hendrix or Iggy Pop?
Ooh,
You
Iggy
know?
Pop might have. No, they both have huge.
Pretty
schlongs.
big
They both
dicks.
got big ones.
Yeah.
You don't make a. I don't know. I can't remember the name of the song. What's the Iggy Pop song? Oh, it's gonna bother me. Fuck me. This is a.
You don't make a
Fire
Gucci ad
song.
with Tyler Creator
You don't
without
make
a
a
big
Gucci
dick.
ad with Tyler the Creator. I was gonna say you don't make the song Nightclubbing without a big dick. I do. I mean, I'll say I like the Stooges' music more.
Yeah, I would have to probably agree, and I think a group of black leather jacket wearing guys like are almost.
Hey, I think Jimmy was probably wearing the leather too.
You're right.
At that point.
This is hard. This is really
Jimmy
hard.
was at Woodstock. We'll give him a
Yes.
point there. I do think the Stooges are cool.
The Stooges
I
were
think
playing
the Stooges
in
are a
the-
cooler band. I
Yeah.
think Jimi Hendrix himself
Is a cool man.
is exceptionally cool.
Yeah.
But
the-
a little like it's like he probably think he has like 9 million monthly listeners.
Yeah, little too poppy.
Little too poppy. Jimi Hendrix is too pop.
Yeah.
Ooh, little foot
That
save.
guy really catered to the.
Yeah, to
what the
masses.
people wanted.
Yeah, totally in the 60s.
I'm gonna see the Stooges. I
We'll-
hate
we'll-
to do
we'll
it.
push the Stooges
I
through
hate to
here.
do it.
Okay. Next one.
All
This
right.
one's amazing. 6-seed NWA
Okay.
versus 11-seed Dinosaur Jr. And Dinosaur Jr. put out an album like 2 days ago. So
Really?
maybe we can
Okay.
do a quick review.
Dinosaur Jr. This is NWA.
NWA.
From
You know them from the film.
actors
From the film.
a fictional
Straight
band.
Outta Compton. Fictional band from the movie Straight Outta Compton.
Look, I mean, these guys had an energy. They were cool.
I mean, they're very incredibly cool. And
groundbreaking.
so ahead of their time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
to pit them against Dinosaur Jr.
And it's also dope that they've meant the ones who are still around have continued their careers. Or at least Dr. Dre has continued his career.
Yeah.
Who's the other
Eazy-E.
one? Eazy-E, rest in peace.
Yeah, RP.
Who's the other one? There's one more.
Straight Outta Compton. Oh, I honestly don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I'll
You
pull
never
it up,
saw the
though.
movie?
I saw the movie, the unapologetically violent and sexist pioneers of gangster rap.
Yeah, that's that's the coolest description ever. The unapologetic.
They were the first ones to be sexist.
No, all these other bands that we talked about were sexist way before them.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I don't know if they would appreciate that Patti
That
Smith
was-
song very much.
no.
Rock and roll NWA.
Yeah. We
Stop.
only added artists that were sexist. That was part of our part of our criteria.
Yep. Sorry.
So-
Yeah, that's why there's like not that many women, but
Dinosaur Jr.
This is a great cover. So,
I mean, They're cool in their way. They're
Very
cool in their
cool.
90s
Dinosaur
hipster
Jr. is
way.
very cool.
It's got to be NWA though.
I think it has to be NWA. Like when you put them up against like Dinosaur Jr., it's just like
It's funny.
They would beat them up. They would kill them.
Like those people would never be in the same room. Like it's so
just absolutely not.
90s hipster indie rockers, NWA. All right, what do we got next?
Covering the Cure. Yeah, we got a Wu-Tang Clan, the 3 seed.
Yep.
Versus 14 seed Suicide.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
Wow.
it's just happened that 3 of our rap groups ended up in the same region here.
Yeah.
The way I seeded this, like I did it fully by math. Not math, but like they were just
listeners.
away. Like yeah, it was like, but it kind of got seeded in a shitty way. But
Okay, well.
it's okay. No, it's just
so
what
be it.
happens. This March, this fucking
Yeah.
madness.
As it happens, the
Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang
Clan
Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Hey, so we breaking news, folks. Breaking news. Turns out the Wu-Tang Clan is not nothing to. They ain't nothing to fuck with.
So don't try.
So don't try Suicide.
Don't try Suicide.
Yeah, Suicide has already beaten a couple of the bands on the bracket.
All right. I mean, classically cool group of people.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of hype for being cool. Like, I once this is an anecdote. I once bought in the airplane over the sea at a record store, and the clerk said,
Yeah.
"It's this and the Wu-Tang Clan are the most sold albums here ever." I said, "I feel
That's
incredible."
So funny. Yeah, he said, "Fuck you," is what he said.
Yeah.
He looked at your face. He said, "Fuck you." You definitely see the Wu-Tang Clan tee at Urban Outfitters.
Yeah, you do.
Which is a minus point.
That's a minus. That's
Yeah,
a minus. To be thrown in the same. Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, I picked up this Misfits tee at Urban Outfitters, so I'm like a
It's fine.
total like hypocrite hipster, fascist.
I wore my. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I wore a Urban Outfitters shirt yesterday.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
And actually, it is relevant because it said Scranton on the front. It's a Dunder Mifflin company merch.
Where's our north?
I think we're in the north right now.
Yeah, where is it taking place though?
This is Scranton.
No, the east was
east is
Scranton.
Scranton. Okay, this is Canada.
This is Canada. This is in Canada.
The Great White North.
Yeah, obviously NWA and the Wu-Tang Clan came out. They flew out to Canada to do this.
To fight against suicide.
Fight against suicide. Like maybe our favorite band.
Suicide's cool as hell.
Like the two of us, like maybe that's our favorite
like
band.
collectively.
Collectively, like maybe not
I mean, like
personally,
that.
but
Their Spotify image just looks like us.
so,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
We are. What are they? I mean, Alan Vega.
Alan Vega, and I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I mean.
Martin Rev. I love their Spotify description. This is kind of
Let's
cool.
hear it.
Although they barely received credit, Suicide were the source point for virtually every synth pop duo that glutted the pop marketplace.
It's fair. It's a fair thing.
Yeah.
This was early or like late 70s.
Yeah. I don't know.
Synth pop was really popping.
I'd probably have to vote for Suicide. I honestly don't have a ton of Wu-Tang experience, but I know they're cool as hell. It's really hard.
It's really hard. Suicide.
Because Suicide,
The music.
they're the underdog.
It's true. Well, no, they're not. Tucker. Wu-Tang Clan's a 3 seed. This is very difficult for them.
It's tough. I don't know.
I'll Suicide.
You're gonna push Suicide?
We'll go through.
That's too bad. It's too bad. I mean,
Too bad. Yeah, Wu-Tang Clan is really dope, but
there's too many of them.
there's too many. Wu-Tang Clan does
No.
have like how many members could you name? Do you think? Could you name more Wu-Tang members or more Brockhampton members? Or more NWA members?
More Suicide members.
More Suicide members, Alan Vega.
Honestly, I'm deeply uneducated.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it that
Really?
day. I
Try
bought
like RZA, Jizza. Like there's 2. Like
RZA, Jizza, SZA.
Method Man. Here's a horrible anecdote. And I was like, I don't know how many years ago was this? 3 or 4. I would like be in bed and be like, I got bars. Like I'm gonna write down my bars with my notes app. And there's one in there. There's one in there that rhymes SZA with Jizza. And that's
That's good.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's not.
I'm a Jizza. If you're saying I'm a
I'm a Jizza.
like I'm a
SZA.
like I'm a Jizzer.
No, it was like I was thinking it was like hooking up like Jizza on my weekend shit like SZA.
Okay.
don't
Your
know.
weekend shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
she has that one song.
I'm gonna say Dirt Dog, Old Dirty Bastard,
yeah, older
Shaq
Method
One,
Man,
Johnny Blaze, Raekwon the Chef.
we shouldn't have cut them, but it's over. So 7 seed Pavement versus 10 seed Public Enemy.
Okay.
No, Wu-Tang got robbed by the seeding.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't.
Suicide. No, Suicide's a tough matchup.
I push Suicide.
We love
I push Suicide.
The song, fucking what's the 10-minute long scary ass song?
Frankie Teardrop.
Frankie Teardrop.
That clinched it for them.
Play that for your kids, and tell me that it's not cool. Yeah, Pavement versus Public Enemy, y'all. This is a very different, very interesting band.
Public Enemy, the beats go like.
Yeah, and the fact
genuinely.
that it is Flava Flav in Public Enemy, that makes them infinitely more cool. That he just continued on with a totally different aesthetic with his life. Famously, he has a reality show where he dates women. I think
that is actually really cool. To go from
like
heavy hip hop
political rap with a
to reality show, it's cool as hell.
I believe I guess I said that wrong. Flava Flav has been kicked out of Public Enemy as of this year.
Really? Oh, I heard that. Yeah. Because of what he did.
I don't know.
He did something. I can't remember.
What did Flava? Everyone, hey, can you comment? What did Flava Flav do?
What did Flava Flav ever do?
50 minutes into the podcast, what did Flava Flav do? We're not even halfway through.
We might have to.
This is gonna be 2 podcasts. There's no chance. Okay.
Free Flava Flav. What did he ever do?
What did he do, y'all? Okay. Against our
who are they
boy.
against?
They're Pavement.
Oh, Pavement.
Yeah.
Our boys.
I wish I was Stephen Malkmus. I think the lyric might be like crying on the floor, listening to Pavement.
We haven't discussed this song, but this is Spit on a Stranger.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we've discussed like virtually every Pavement song on a few episodes ago on Spotify. Loves Stephen Malkmus.
Yeah. Pavement's cool.
Pavement's cool.
This is probably not the best cut to make the cool case.
Yeah, no, it definitely isn't. You played like one of the worst.
I'll go to our favorite Shady Lane.
Shady Lane.
We love Shady Lane.
This might have just clinched Public Enemy.
I know. I think Public Enemy is probably cooler.
Public Enemy is cooler.
Malkmus is a little.
He's
knows
kind of
what sex is, doesn't fuck.
He doesn't fuck, but he's watched it happen.
He's watched it happen.
That was 10 seed Public Enemy going through.
Yep.
All right. Oh my God.
Okay, what do we got?
15 seed The Microphones.
Right.
Versus 2 seed The Cure.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes.
This is like 2 ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Of like rock music. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Depressive rock music.
Yeah.
You can either go gothic or lo-fi. I think we should do the anniversary of this album, though. I think it's in October.
Oh, yeah.
20 year.
We had a lot of anniversaries coming up.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't know what, but
yeah, the Microphones are cool. I was honestly surprised to see them and Neutral Milk Hotel in here.
You thought I shouldn't have put both?
No, I think they're cool. Look, they're cool to me.
Okay.
But are they cool?
Oh, I think the Microphones are so cool. I guess, like, maybe not, though.
To put out a 20-minute song in the year 2020.
You think that was a 20-minute song?
Or what was it, 40?
That was a 45-minute song, and that was an album.
Let's just say I didn't even listen to 20 minutes of it. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that was on the verge of cool. Just like the fact that so many people cared to listen to
that means they're cool.
That means it's pretty cool.
On the verge of cool.
Yeah.
That's a different bracket.
Yeah.
But there's a case that neither of them are they both have their drawbacks.
It's true.
Okay, because The Cure is pop.
At the end of the day, it is like they were. He was making pop music.
They're cool.
This is a Robert Smith versus Phil Elverum, obviously.
Yeah. All right, sorry. I don't know if that was the best cool showing for Microphones.
I mean, that's the best.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best song.
But like, we didn't let it really get to the part where it got amazing.
This is off Pornography. The Cure album.
That is a great. That's one that I honestly haven't been able to get into.
Okay.
I do like. I like their like 3 Imaginary Boys. Like it's kind of just like a stupid early 70s. Yeah.
That one's cool.
Rock. Yeah. Obviously, Boys Don't Cry is amazing.
FIREI. What is it?
What?
FIREINCAIR. Fire in Cairo. That was a horrible rant.
You nailed it. What's the other album?
The Disintegration's great.
Disintegration is really good.
Wish.
I like. I don't know what I like. I don't know.
I don't know.
I do think The Cure's cool. Surf Curse always talks about The Cure.
Yeah.
In multiple songs. That means they're cool.
The Cure, they're again like pop cool.
Yeah, I think they have that like those David Lynch vibes.
Yeah.
Like 80s. Gothic and scary.
I honestly, you're gonna hate me. I have to pick The Cure here. I think.
I'm gonna vote for the Microphones.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What do
do
you
I
have to
want
say
a
about
veto?
That? I think I'm gonna push my veto now before we even.
I think Microphones are too sad and folky. I love them.
I played my veto. I'm pushing the Microphones fewer.
I'm not gonna defend The Cure.
Okay.
You're really gonna
do that?
You're really gonna put your life on the line for Robert Smith?
Now we'll have the Microphones against Public Enemy.
Insanity.
There you go. Yeah, sorry. I had to do it.
All right, let's go back to the top of the North bracket here. 54 minutes in. Who do we got?
Led Zeppelin, 1 seed versus 9 seed Patti Smith.
All right. Okay.
We don't need to cut.
We don't need to cut to them.
Right now. If you feel a need to cut to any band names that I say, just cut.
Yeah. This is hard.
This is hard. I don't know if Patti Smith, like, it's the same thing with Silver Apples. Like, are they quite cool enough to top, like, the cool level of Led Zeppelin? Led Zeppelin is bass cool.
Bass cool.
Bass cool. And Patti Smith's really cool, but
really
like,
cool. Also, I don't know. I would say like the music, like Led Zeppelin's music is more cool.
I think so too.
I would say like Patty's a cool person.
Sorry, Pat.
Led Zeppelin. Wow, the 1 seed's really upset.
The 1 set. This is
huge.
A Cinderella story.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin running through the cool bracket.
No one
Bass
thought
cool
they could
running
do
through
it.
the cool bracket.
No one thought they could do it.
Okay, they're gonna face some competition though, because they're either gonna go up against 5 seed Talking Heads or 13 seed The Stooges.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we need like a.
This is hard.
Do we need a Talking Heads song or do we need a Stooges song?
I think we need one of each. This is a hard decision.
It's a hard decision. Yeah.
We really have to think about
this. We got a lot
one.
of difficult ones in this bracket.
Yeah. Let's go.
Whew.
This is hard.
This is hard. The most difficult decisions I've ever done in my life.
Like I have to. I don't know. I have to put my like artsy nerdy side. Side.
What's cool? Is that cool though? Maybe that's cool.
Maybe
nowadays.
it's cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But Talking Heads, like, they transcend that because they.
It's true. They have
the vibes.
They've carried on. I think gotten to a new level of people understanding Talking Heads nowadays. People don't particularly talk about the Stooges.
They don't
nowadays. People talk about Iggy Pop, which I would say he's included.
CEO.
He's part of like his cool points go towards the Stooges.
Yeah.
I would say maybe not all of them. Like the Gucci ad, only half points.
The Stooges, like the Strokes, were listening to them in the early sessions.
Every single garage rock band from the early 2000s.
What Stooge song do you want to hear?
I kind of want to hear 1969.
Okay.
Oh my god, yeah, I want to hear 1969. For this,
cheers to that.
It's the 69th episode. This came out in 1969 too.
Yeah.
Then they also came out with
cool.
on Funhouse. They had 1970, and it came out in 1970.
See, that's pretty. It comes down to the details of titling your songs in a clever way.
The year.
Like that's cool.
You had to know that this was going to be our episode 69.
I don't know.
1969, okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna put my vote in for the Stooges.
Are you? I'm gonna go Talking Heads.
Okay. Now here's the point where we get to the part where what do we do now? There's only 2 people on this podcast.
Yeah.
Because I'm not particularly like wavering at the moment. I'm not vetoing either though.
I'm gonna let the Stooges go. I don't care.
You're going? Okay.
Because I think objectively cooler.
I think they're cooler. I think like just bangers.
Sorry, Burn.
They were doing drugs and having sex, and they weren't even that popular. Like.
I mean, like that's what we're. Yeah, I mean that's our whole thing.
Talking Heads, like I don't know, maybe David probably wasn't having that much sex. You think
hard
he was?
to say. I mean,
who knows? He was probably doing some drugs. He was doing drugs.
Yeah,
he was having sex. I take it back. I'm sorry, bro. You were sexy. I'm sorry I called you ugly earlier too. Like,
did you call David Byrne ugly?
I did 30 minutes ago.
Jesus. I mean, David Byrne.
We're gonna get canceled for this.
Like, David Byrne standing next to Iggy Pop. Like, I mean.
Nowadays or back then?
Either. I think the big dick energy is tough to debate.
It is.
But shout out to David.
Yeah, we're gonna push the Stooges through. Next one, 6 seed NWA versus 14 seed Suicide. Are we gonna let Suicide beat both rap groups? 2 rap groups. We could push Suicide through and let them beat Public Enemy too.
I mean, I don't know. Suicide deserves one win.
I think Suicide deserves 1 win. NWA
is too cool.
Cooler.
They're too cool.
Yeah, we've just like ruined Wu-Tang Clan, which is like in one of the more cool bands on the bracket. Like
I know.
Yeah, I think
we ruined it.
But we ruined it, Tucker. We have to start over.
The North Division is fucked.
Canada's. Yeah, I'm actually. I don't know if we're making the right decisions.
No, this is how you make decisions. You can't think about it too much.
10 seed Public Enemy. Not Public Enemy.
No, what do you?
Versus 15 seed The Microphones.
Just hilarious.
See, this is why we had to seed it this way. Otherwise, we wouldn't be getting these matchups. That's why we couldn't do by decade. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this song is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows this song. This is easy for me. It's Public Enemy. I'm sorry.
The Microphone's similar to Suicide for me. They had to get a win.
Yeah.
I think like
we need to do a virgin but cool
album. One of
album.
the coolest bands in my heart.
I understand.
But in reality, Public Enemy is quite cool.
Is cooler.
Yeah, and I guess we keep going.
Yep.
Let's do this one while Public Enemy's playing. 6 seed NWA versus 10 seed Public Enemy.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough. You got like sort of political, like.
Yeah, more overtly political, more versus like artistically political.
Yeah, interesting.
I think my vote goes to NWA.
Yeah, I mean we have political or sexist. Sexist is cooler, obviously.
Sexist is cooler. Yeah. Yep. Okay, NWA.
NWA
into the Elite Eight.
to play
Led
Zeppelin or the Stooges.
Either Led Zeppelin or the Stooges.
I don't know if I can push the Stooges any further. Like,
yeah,
I think I don't know. But also Led Zeppelin.
Are they bass cool? See, I mean, like they're definitely the Stooges are cooler than Patti Smith, and the Stooges are cooler than Silver Apples.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And they might be cooler than Led Zeppelin. They probably are. I mean,
okay.
Like,
okay,
but let me fucking think about it. No, I don't know. Too many dads I know like Led Zeppelin.
It's true.
Not enough like the Stooges. Throw the Stooges.
Stooges through.
Iggy Pop versus Dr.
Iggy Pop
Dre.
keeps going. Yeah. Iggy Pop versus Dr. Dre. But two people who have just held up all the way into 2021.
Yeah, still around. And
boom, 13 seed. The Stooges.
I don't see Robert Plant
into
out
the
there.
Elite Eight. Yeah.
No,
no, you don't.
You don't.
Wow. Okay.